Hi, once again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. And This is a channel that does one thing. What we do here is we talk about how to achieve happiness. That's what we do, how to achieve happiness. Because I keep saying this, there's no way you would navigate through life without being happy. That's the key thing. That's what we do here. One thing you hold yourself is make sure that you're happy. You rich, you poor, make sure you are happy. It's how will I say it? It's something we should not miss in life. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about your happiness. Nobody cares. It's only you that cares. So once again, welcome to Happy Vibe. Remember, you deserve to be happy. Right. So today we'll be looking at a unique again. Once again, I want to say thank you to our subscriber. I want to say thank you so much for making time to subscribe and like and share. I want to say thank you so much for that. We today we'll be diving out and looking at a specific area in life where we feel um, a lot of people are shy to talk about this. A lot of people are shy to talk about this. And what we are looking at today is what I title "How to Manage Failure in Life." Managing failure in life. That's the topic there. How to manage failure in life. So the question is, how does failure affect my happiness? Asking that question alone, me asking it, I'm smiling because nobody want to talk about failure, but everybody want to talk about success. But the fact is, I call them is if you know you want to be successful, just get ready, you will fail. Yes. If you are watching this video and you are aspiring, you're having a goal to be successful person in life in any field you want to be, just remember failure is at the corner. It is at the corner, right? Once again, if you're new here, please don't forget to like, share, and also recommend this channel to your friend. Right. So once again, failure. How do we manage failure? How do we manage failure? It's uncomfortable to talk about failure to people. People don't want to talk about failure. Sometimes it's heartbreaking. Things we try to do and it's not working. But guess what? It's actually one of the most powerful tool of growth. I'll say it again. Failure is the most powerful tool of growth in life. Let's look at it this way. You know, there's no way you would grow in life without in somehow pass through failure. I see failure as a school that guides us to greatness. So grab your coffee, grab your water, relax. Let's dive into this topic. Our video is always short. We'll make sure that our video is really, really short. Really, really short. So let's continue. Let's redefine failure. Let's embrace failure. Saying this, people will say he's saying negative. He is not being real. I'm a realist. I try to say what happened in life. This is what will happen. You're a Christian, you're a Muslim, any religion you want to be. But the thing is, how do you get up? So first and first, let's redefine failure. Yes, failure is the process of success. I call it that way. It is a process. It's a process you go through for success. There's no way you'll be successful that you won't tell me you've ever failed. And failure isn't the opposite of success. When they say failure, people think, remember, we are dealing with what? Managing failure in life. How does failure affect your happiness? Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the part of it. Now, there's any success you see, there's no failure. That success would not last the taste of time. It must be grounded. It must pass through fire. And that fire we are talking about here is failure. Now, every successful person you admire today, every successful person, you watching me, right, that you've admired has failed. Probably more times than you think. Yes, more time than you feel. So let's talk about just one or two. Oprah. All of us know Oprah, all right? She's very successful. She was fired at some point in her life. Michael Jordan was cut off from high school. So many J.K. Rowling's, our books was rejected by so many publishers. You know what happened? It's become success. But one thing I have learned from these people is they didn't stop there. They didn't stop there. Once the failure happened, it trigger you, right? It's painful. Yes, you cry sometimes. It breaks your heart. Sometimes it takes time to get through it. But one thing I want to tell you is whenever there's failure, remember there's a door that is next coming, which is success. Okay, let's be real. Failure hurts. That's a fact. Failure hurts. Me speaking to you, I've passed through failure in life a lot of time. But guess what? It has really built me up. Now, once it happened, that's okay. You're allowed to feel disappointed. Yes, frustrated, even embarrassed. You know, just like you are trying again, let's use the common one, say you're trying to go for a course, okay? And this course is very important to you. Now, without this course, maybe you may not be promoted or something. And you've taken this course so many times and you keep failing. It's painful. It's very painful. So give yourself permission to feel the emotion. Now we're talking about the process of failure. Once it happened, give yourself the process of feeling the emotion. Yes, I have failed. What happened next? But don't let them define you. Don't let the failure define you. Remember, it's just a process, right? Talk to someone about it. Take a walk. Process the failure. Ask yourself, what I do is pass through failure in life a lot of time. But guess what? It has really built me up. Now, once it happened, that's okay. You're allowed to feel disappointed. Yes, frustrated, even embarrassed. Just like you are trying again, let's use the common one, say you're trying to go for a course, okay? And this course is very important to you. Now, without this course, maybe you may not be promoted or something. And you've taken this course so many times and you keep failing. It's painful. It's very painful. So give yourself permission to feel the emotion. Now we're talking about the process of failure. Once it happened, give yourself the process of feeling the emotion. Yes, I have failed. What happened next? But don't let them define you. Don't let the failure define you. Remember, it's just a process, right? Talk to someone about it. Take a walk. Process the failure. Ask yourself, what I do is, sorry, my light is falling off. Sorry, guys. My light is falling off. Okay. Just hold on 1 minute. Let me set this light. Yes, that's better. Right. Sorry for that. My light almost fell off. Okay. So so the thing is, the process of failure, okay? Once failure happened, okay, what happened? You process it. Give yourself permission to feel the emotion. Okay? Talk to someone. Don't just keep it within you because it's going to burn you out. Talk to someone. Right? Take a walk. Process it. Now, what I do is sometimes I tend to write down what happened before the failure. What I would have done better. Okay? Ignoring failure gives you more power. Ignore the failure. It has happened. Okay? What have I learned from this failure? That's how you take your power back. You ask yourself, what have I learned from this failure? Now, this failure that happened, what have I learned? What have I done wrong? Right? What have I done wrong? And how would I amend moving forward? Now, put one thing in your mind. Failure, you fail forward. I say it again. You fail and learn forward. So the question is, you ask the right question. Now, at the early stage of failure, ask yourself one question. What went wrong? What did I do wrong? What can I learn from this? And what would I do differently next time? 3 things. 1, what went wrong? 2, what can I do from this? 3, what will I do different next time? Now, putting these 3 together, it will help you reflect on how to improve. Now, failure becomes growth only when we pause and reflect. Take that again. Failure becomes growth only when what? We pause. We reflect. We reflect on what have gone wrong. What what can I learn from this? Did I have to do it better? Let's put that in our mind. Okay? Now failure becomes growth when we pause and reflect. It's not just about getting back up. It's about getting up wiser. Because you've gone through that process before, it makes you strong. So your second route going back again, you're going back with wisdom, you've learned from it, and you've been able to achieve something other people can't achieve because they are scared to fail. A lot of people want to learn from people's failure, but they don't want to pass through that process. Okay? Rebuilding your mind and reframe. Now it's time to take action. Okay? You fail, that's fine, acceptable. It's painful. You spend time, you spend money, you fail. Now, failure can come in so many ways. Can come in relationship, can come with your personal growth, can come with anyhow you want to put it. But one thing you need to do is you keep failing forward. That's the word. You keep what? Failing forward. Now, as you are failing forward, you grow, you learn, you become stronger. Okay? You become like a bulletproof of failure because you've gone through that before. Now it's time to take action. Start small, set a goal, take one step forward. Okay? Don't rush it. Okay? Don't rush it. Okay? Start small, set a goal, and take one step forward. How do you set a goal? Maybe there's an exam you want to do, or something you want to do, right? You failed. You failed so many times. People failed so many times. You start small. You begin to learn it, go back to the drawing board and replan yourself. Reframe failure as a feedback. You have to reframe it that this is a feedback. I've done this, I've failed. Like coaching somebody, you go back and take note on where you fail. Now, every great comeback starts with a small step. Your story isn't over. It's just about to start. So if you're watching me today, you fail, you get sick about life, guess what? That's just the beginning. Because the sky is not the minute. The sky is not your starting point. You are going above the sky when you get it right. Now, we need to normalize this process. Now, here's the truth. The people who achieve big things in life, they have failed so many times. In fact, if they begin to tell you their story, you would not understand. So they are the one who fail and keep going. When you fail, stand up, keep going. When you fail, stand up, keep going. I remember the time I was trying to take a course, okay, a professional course. Now, this course, it's tied to my personal growth for my work. And what did I do? As everybody does, I study. I study. But I did the first exam, I failed. Right? I was scared going to the exam, but I failed. But what happened the second time? I study, I'm ready to take that process. I went back, I took the exam, and I passed the course. Everybody's story is different, but I need you to understand something. You need to normalize this process. At every point when you fail, take it as a challenge. Don't. It pains you. It's a process. You absorb the pain. How do you absorb the pain? You go back, ask yourself 3 questions. And what are the questions? You ask yourself, number 1, what went wrong? Number 2, what can I learn from this? What would I do differently if this happened again? Okay? So these are the process we follow on how to manage failure in life. Now, I don't want to make this video a very long video. Now, managing failure can take about 1 hour or 2 hours, but there's no point for that. We just go straight to the point and give the solution. Now, another way to manage failure is what? If you are dealing with failure right now, if you are dealing with failure as we are speaking now, just remember, it's not the end. It's not the end. It's not the end. It's a new chapter that is coming your way. Learn from it, grow through it, and keep going. Keep going. Never stop. Keep going. Keep grinding. Keep going. At one day, you get to that destination. Just to be clear, this channel is not a motivational. We are not. Is not a motivational speech. It's life application. If you think you will not fail, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Failure is going to come. Everybody fails. But the difference between party A and party B is when you fail, what do you do next? That's the question. When you fail, what do you do next? Failure would impact your happiness. But the question is, how do you manage it so that it won't affect you, your mental health? What do you do? What do you do? Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I learn from this? What should I do differently next time? Okay? These are the questions you would ask yourself. And once you ask this question, growth will come. You'll achieve your goal. Learn from it, grow through it, and keep going. Now, if you find this helpful, the question is, if you find this channel helpful, feel free to make comments. Like, share, subscribe. And if there's any way you've managed failure different from what I've said today, please feel free, make comment on this section, because people out there, a lot of people think once they fail, they are failure for life. I'm telling you, you're not failure for life. It's the process of life. It's the process of happiness. It's the process that will give you that goal you are looking for, the achievement you are looking for. Never stop. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What will I do better? And how will I improve myself going forward? Thank you once again for watching. And remember, you deserve to be happy. Regardless of all you do, you deserve to be happy. And once again, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.